Day 7 of our 60 days of basic networking.
Type of network cable na karaniwang makikita natin is what we call copper cables or copper cabling. That means they uses copper as the conductor. Okay? So malinaw tayo dun. And then kapag pinag-usapan natin yung copper cable, ang isa sa pinaka sikat kasi una siyang ginamit or original is basically what we call coaxial cable. So as you can see here, coaxial cable are used in the early days of networking. So kung matatandaan nyo dun sa ating bus topology, di ba may mga PC tayo na ganyan, they are connected via a single line or single bus. Ang gamit nila doon dati is coaxial. So, as you can see in our illustration, si coaxial may makapal na cladding yan na balot, tapos meron pang insulation like foil and then plastic. Saka pa yung inner conductor niya na copper. So, made of copper yung conductor niya. That's why pumapasok si coaxial sa copper cabling. Okay? So, malinaw. Now, in the early days of networking, tinatawag natin yung early standards natin like thin-net and thick-net, which is 10 base 2 and 10 base 5, kung saan ang pinaka-maximum speed na kaya nating makuha is what we call or what we only have is 10 Mbps. 10 Mbps. Pero that time, mabilis na yun. Okay? So, maybe ang katumbas niyan ngayon is 1 gigabit per second kasi dati hindi pa naman advanced yung technology. Wala pang Facebook, wala pang virtual machines, and so on and so forth. Pero, you know, get the point, diba? So, here's an example of a coaxial cable na pwede nyong makita sa mga bahay nyo. Kasi ang karaniwang coaxial cable na ginagamit right now ng mga cable companies is what we called RG-6. So, here, may kambing sa labas. Anyway, so, here you go. So, here's an example of coaxial cable. So, bilog lang yung wire na makapal, yung balot. So, actually, pwede mo siyang, yun ang kagandahan sa coaxial eh. Kumbaga, tawag doon, versatile siya. Pero, yun nga lang, ginagamit siya sa makalumang types ng networking. And then, makikita mo dito sa dulo, meron siyang connector, which is yung parang pinaka-pin niya. And then, sa loob no, nandun yung conductor natin na copper. Isang matigas na kawad, which is made of copper. Pero, meron pa siyang shielding doon na plastic, saka pa yung foil dun sa iba, and then saka pa yung makapal na rubber. Okay, so this is an RG-6 coaxial cable. Okay? So, I mean, siguro naman, familiar ka na dito, lalo na kung meron kayong cable connection sa mga TV nyo right now, like Signals, Sky Cable, they uses this. Okay? So, we're good. Now, the next one is, kapareha po rin siya ng coaxial cable natin, tinatawag natin siya na twin axial, which is, kaya naman siya tinawag na ganun, dalawa yung kanyang conductor na copper. So, kung makikita mo, dito sa ating regular coaxial cable, isa lang yung conductor niya. And then dito naman sa twin axial natin, dalawa. So it's also made of copper. So same thing lang din, kaya lang dalawa yung inner conductor. So again, ginagamit din siya in older days of networking, pero ginagamit pa rin siya ngayon in conjunction with SFP, yung mga tinatawag natin na twin max, at saka yung short, for example sa mga uplinks, ginagamit natin yun. So parang ganito din siya. Okay? Parang ganito din yun. Wait lang. Parang ganito din yun. Yun nga lang, dalawa yung conductor niya and then ginagamitan natin ng SFP para ma-connect natin sa mga networking equipments. Okay? So, unfortunately, wala akong twin axial pero you get the idea naman. Okay? So, let's move on. The next types of copper cable na makikita natin, which is the common ones or the what do you call this? Karaniwang ginagamit sa networks today is what we call twisted pair. That means, magkaka-twist yung wire or cables natin. Pero, when we talk about twisted pair, meron tayong dalawang types, which is shielded, yung una, and then unshielded. So, kaya natin sa sinabi na shielded kasi merong shield yung mga pairing niya. Okay? So, twisted yung pair ng wires niya. So, makikita mo dito, naka-twist yan. Naka-twist yung mga pair niya. Naka-twist. Okay, at yung twist na yon is may function yun. Hindi yun basta pinagpulupot na lang or pinagsama na lang ng manufacturer or vendor. May function yun depending on the category, depending on the speed, and so on and so forth. We're gonna talk about that later sa standards, pero may function yun. Okay? So kapag shielded twisted pair, it comes with shielding. So makikita mo may foil yan na shielded yung kada pair natin para mabawasan yung corrosion as well as yung electromagnetic interference and so on. Right? And then another characteristic, so color-coded, alam naman natin na to, orange, white, white, and then brown, white, brown, green, white, green, and so on and so forth. So mamaya pag-uusapan natin yung sa standard. Okay? So, another one is yung twist, kagaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, they varies on the category. May function yun, hindi yun bastang pinulupot na lang ng vendor. Okay? Now, kapag unshielded twisted pair, from the name itself, it's unshielded. So, makikita mo dito sa ating illustration, walang shielding yung pair ng mga kable niya. So, sila nakaagad, magkadikit na kaagad sila. Okay? Pero yung function nila are the same. Kaya lang, depending on the twist, meron silang mga pagkakaiba. Kasi nga, it depends on the categories and then depending on the implementation pa. Sa termination, for example, we're gonna talk about that later, dun sila nagkakaiba. Pero yung function, they are both twisted pair and commonly they are used to connect our endpoints or end devices to our network switches specifically or networking equipment. So here's an example. Okay, so here's an example of a unshielded twisted pair. Okay, so makikita mo dito, ito, so walang shielding yung ating wire. So, ito nakagad yung pair ni orange, ito yung pair ni green, ito yung pair ni brown, ito yung pair ni blue. So, wala siyang shielding. Diba? Meron silang separator na plastic sa gitna, pero it doesn't come with shielding. Walang foil. This is called unshielded twisted pair. Actually, this is UTP, unshielded twisted pair, category 6. UTP Cat 6. Kasi may mga category pa yon. So, depende nga yung pagkakapulupot or pagkakatwist ng mga wires. So, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yun. Now, kapag for example, I bought a shielded twisted pair, itong pair ng orange, meron pa siyang shielding. Magkakaroon niya ng shielding kapag shielded twisted pair. Okay? So, we're good with this? Nice. Right? So, before we end this video, where do we use or how do we apply this in our networks or use case, for example, in our networks today? So as you can see here, ito yung network diagram natin. And most cases, yung mga UTP cable is ginagamit natin, kagaya nung nabanggit ko kanina, in connecting endpoints or end devices dun sa ating mga networking equipments, kagaya ng switches. So for example, itong ating IP phones, itong ating desktop, itong ating printer, so ito namang mga to, mga wireless, ko-connect sila sa access point. Pero yung access point, no, connected din yan sa switch via UTP cable. So, yung mga yan, connected via UTP cable na kagaya ng example ko sa inyo right now. Okay? So, di ba dun sa mga cubicle natin, for example, di ba may mga wall jack yan? May mga wall jack kung saan pwede kang magsaksak ng UTP cable. Actually, yung iba is may mga nakaabang na UTP cable. Isasaksak mo na lang sa LAN card ng laptop or desktop mo or ng printer mo or ng IP phone mo. Now, connected yun doon sa ating patch panel. Okay, patch panel. Dumaan sa kisame, papunta doon sa IDF or MDF, and then papunta sa patch panel. Yung patch panel, yun pa yung connected sa ating network equipment like a switch. So, hindi direktang nakakonect yung mga devices natin or hindi direktang nakakonect yung mga wall jacks sa mga switches. Dumadaan yan sa patch panel natin na tinatawag. So, here's an example para talagang mas magets mo kung paano nangyayari yung scenario. Wait lang. So, here's my network switch, for example. And then, ito yung mga UTP patch cable. Meaning, itong dulo ko, hindi ito diretsong papunta doon sa cubicle or doon sa wall jack, doon sa offices or doon sa desktop or printer mo. Okay, ang nangyayari, this is connected in a patch panel. Okay, yung mga yan. And then, yung patch panel, yun yung may kable papunta sa kisame na pupunta doon sa wall jack ng mga cubicle or offices natin. Okay, kasi in a structured cabling or in an enterprise cabling scenario, ang mga wall jacks natin is basically sa patch panel nakakonect kasi ganun yung standard in terms of structured cabling. Isa pa, hindi yun namumove. Okay, pwede nating pagpalit-palitin yung mga devices natin without really affecting yung length of cable kasi yung mga wall jacks, doon sila nakatusok sa ating patch panels. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that pagdating dun sa cable management concepts, pero you get the point. Right? Now, You're probably wondering, okay, Sir Billy, yung mga endpoints natin na wired like desktops, printers, IP phones connected sa switch. How about the switches? Diba? Itong mga to. Okay? Diba? May connection din yan. Papunta for example in our core switch. Good question. Pero ang ginagamit na natin dyan, karaniwan, is what we call fiber optic para mas mabilis, mas mataas yung capacity. Which is what we're going to talk about in the next lesson. Okay? So, I think this is more than enough for what we call copper cabling fundamentals. And see you on the next video kung saan pag-uusapan natin yung fiber optic.